Hello everyone, my name is Gideon Besaidnout and I am an application engineer for Micrographics. Today we're going to have a look at Autodesk Fusion and the Content Center and the small fasteners library that is available within the software. When it comes to inserting the fasteners from Autodesk Fusion itself, it is something that has been released a while back with one of the major updates, and it's been around for quite a while now. And it does come quite in handy. There's also been quite a few updates regarding how you can insert a fastener that actually makes the assembly or inserting of, for instance, bolts or screws or nuts or washers a little bit smoother, and also automating it into a better extent. So it does come quite in handy. Now, in the previous or the older versions of Fusion, when it was still released, when you had to go and insert like a bolt or something, you had to go to the insert tab and go to insert McMaster car components, and then from here you can choose, for instance, your bolts, choose your variation or your specification that you want, and then you'll scroll all the way down and go look for the actual size that you are looking for, and then go to that specific item, and then you'll go and download a step file for your bolt or nut or whatever you might require, and then go place it inside. And then you'll also just have to ensure that you are choosing the correct size, correct specification, correct stock number. And if you don't always know what the stock number is, or you are trying to insert a bolt, you might find, okay, you maybe selected the wrong one, it might be the wrong size. Just to give an example, I'm just going to download a 3D step file, let's say on this one over here. Go to 3D step and download. Now, I don't know what the sizes of the holes in this environment, but now you can see that you'll have to go and place it in, and you hope that you selected the correct one, because it can happen that you might select the wrong one by accident. And then you'll go and make copies of the part and use your joints to assemble it. With the new fasteners that has actually been incorporated a while back with Fusion, it can make life quite easy. So all you do is go to the insert tab and select insert fastener. While this is loading, I'm just going to expand it and just make it a bit bigger. So you can go and select your bolts as an example. Choose the type of bolt, so I'm going to go and choose a hex head as an example. You can also choose between your self-tapping, sheet metal or shoulder. Just expanding this a little bit better. And there you can also see your hex heads, and you can see the specifications. So it does come quite in handy. You do have your DIN, your ASME, your BS, ISO as an example. So for instance, if I choose a hex bolt, that specification, and here you can see that it gives you a few options. So you can go into the feature or the options tab, see the thread pitch and so on. Also go into your feature where you can see your nominal size, where it's set to auto, your length, your material, where you can go and see your different material grades, your part number and so on, and then also your properties. Now, what's quite unique about this is if I actually rotate my model just a little bit, there you can see the previous one that was inserted. But if I go and click on this hole here at the top, you'll see that it actually inserts it, just inserts it incorrectly. Let me just quickly go into the insert. I just selected the wrong face there, or the wrong edge. I'm just going to go to a hex head and choose that one as an example. And from here, if I select that face, because select similar is selected and that edge, you'll see that it actually goes and puts it in automatically. So I just click on it and it inserts it, and because this hole sizes are the same, it would actually go and set them in. And then you do have the option to make it even longer as needed or required. So that would also be dependent, and I can do the same with the bottom. If I select the correct edge, you'll see that it does place it in and it remembers the size. So when I change the length there, it would actually automate that in the bottom flanges as well. And from here you can simply say continue or OK, and it would actually place that into your assembly. If I go into the stock there, let me just delete that one that I inserted from McMaster. And here you can see it has actually gone and placed in those bolts. It is quite handy. If we have a look at the bill of materials, in this one it's just the way it was set up, but you can see the bolts has been created. I just didn't select that hole over there, but it's just about getting to the basics. You can also then go and insert the fastener. For instance, here you can see all your specification. Let's say I want to put in a nut as an example. You can go, I'm going to choose a cap as an example. You can choose the cap that you'd like to utilize, and you can actually then go and select the edge, and it would automate all three of the bolts, and you can go and just place it again and it will connect that automatically. The same if I do at the bottom. Okay, now there's no bolt there, but in this instance it's okay. It's just to show how it would work, and you'll see that it automatically picks up the size. Also, you can go and choose your material, your finish, if you want a specific finish, and then you'll see your part number and your description. You can say OK. There you can see you do have a create and continue option. Now this one is not really going to make any sense because it is a closed cap and I placed it there, so if you select that face it would actually go and close the cap. So I actually just put it in place as a normal washer would, not as an end cap. But you can see that it does come quite in handy, and it does assist you quite a lot in the assembly environment. So just to go into this caps as an example, here you can see your assembly context, your bodies and so on. I'm going to go and delete directly from the menu, and here you can go and see that you can delete those features one by one, or you can select them all and just delete it. Just going to delete, and just going to go and insert it a little bit better so that it just makes a little bit more sense. So you can go and just select all the bolts and delete it. I'm going to go and choose the hex head again, choose my specification, going to select my holes, Just going to go and expand a little bit just to make it a bit bigger. You can also go on the drop down and see the standard lengths that you do get. Going to say create and continue, and then from here you can go and move back. You can go to fasteners. I'm going to choose a nut. I'm just going to choose a hex just while it's loading. Then you can go and choose your specification. Now it would make a little bit more sense. As you can see, this is a little bit big, so I just chose the wrong specification. And now I can go and select the parts where I want the nut to be, and simply say OK, and it will actually go and create those bolts and nuts for me. And you can see this looks just a lot better. All 4 holes have been filled with a bolt and a nut. So within the inserts fasteners, it does assist quite a lot, where you can actually go select the hole and it would adjust that specification to the correct size of the hole. So you don't have to go look for what size it is or use your measuring tools, because Fusion will recognize the size of your holes as an example in this assembly that I've created. And then here at the bottom you can also see your fasteners. You can double click on it and you'll notice that it does activate. You can go and insert, even edit the fastener, or even replace the fasteners. So it does come quite handy. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe and follow for more content.